fight?
We got money made, man. Money made.
You know it. Ryan know what time it is.
Predictable. Oh,
Come
God.
on. No.
Floyd.
All right.
No doubt about
All
that.
right.
It's okay. Just pile those faces up.
But he's never lost.
Okay, with the surprise.
I am shocked. Yes.
He
Genius in the house.
I got Manny Pacquiao, period.
Be smart. Be courageous.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Pacquiao.
He's not getting dragged on.
Oh, please.
Going with Floyd.
Shocker.
Floyd, he's a winner.
The man is brilliant.
Well, it's a shock.
Bet that happen. Bet that happen.
I'm gonna go with Floyd.
Shocking.
The boy is brilliant.
Didn't even hesitate.
Sugar Ray Leonard is here.
He's a technician.
Put it up there, Teddy.
Yeah, we knew it.
He's picking Mayweather. Mayweather will win the fight.
He presents some very unique problems that Floyd hasn't dealt with yet.
He knows that everything is riding on this fight.
Welcome back to First Take, ladies and gentlemen. MGM Grand Pool Complex. The show. We're at the crowd. We have the Jabberwockies. There they are. We missed them. World famous dance crew. We found them. They perform 5 days a week at the Luxor. They're performing now for us here at the MGM Grand. We have the Oracle of Boxing with us, Teddy Atlas. Teddy, we discussed this in the morning meeting. We were under the impression that you were going to pick Mayweather. So it's official now. Manny Pacquiao will win, because if you say so, it's a wrap.
Pacquiao has the foot speed to get there to deliver those hands. Pacquiao can out-hustle. Pacquiao can outwork him. Pacquiao in those spots, Pacquiao can out-hustle him, outwork him, and he can steal rounds where he can grab a decision. Because when you get knocked out and you fall face first, you know what? That does something to you. That changes you. That makes you think.
Wait, are you switching your pick now on us?
No. I said from the beginning that the easiest pick for me would be to take Floyd. That would be easy pick. But I'm not here to do easy picks. I'm here to make an argument, Teddy. If I think intellectually somebody, especially an underdog, can win, I can make an argument that Pacquiao can win.
You might know him as B-Hop or Billy when Skip is being feisty. Tell us why Mayweather will win the fight.
Well, I think Mayweather will win the fight because of not only his IQ, not only because of his style. I just think it's time that he showed the whole world and all the doubters that believed that he was ducking for 4 or 5 years, that it's going to come to pass right now. He's going to make sure they take care of business. Because I know that when you're at that level and you know you got to prove something, you don't have too much talking. And that's why Mayweather has been, to some, out of character, because he haven't been the Mayweather they're used to seeing far as the promotion part about it. And when you focus like that, it's trouble. It's trouble for the other guy.
I got on you. You weren't here, so I'm glad you're sitting next to me because I'm going to say it to your face because you know I love you. Here's the deal.
Well, before you do that, take your glasses off. Now go. You want... Skip Bayless. Hold on. Skip Bayless. Your eyes have been messing with you. Put on my glasses. Put on my glasses. There we go.
It's about to go down.
All right?
My problem with wearing these glasses is the longer I wear them, the more I think Mayweather's going to win.
So,
And I
yeah.
can't figure, I got to hit them off. They're bothering me. There's something wrong
You do
with
look
them.
good in them.
They're just wrong. They don't make me see clearly anymore.
It says you clearly have no style.
Oh,
yeah,
is that what that says? Everybody, welcome in 50 Cent, will you? He's picking Mayweather, so can we put it up on the board?
All right. You know, you got a lot of people out there saying, not only are you going to lose, but your legacy is going to be tarnished because if you lose this fight, it's going to discredit everything you worked for, and that's a source of motivation.
And you
Am I wrong?
losing to a man that done lost 5 fights. If you did lose,
Okay.
what would it matter? He would still be the greatest fighter technically. Unless you want to argue that he ran from the fight.
That's right.
So he didn't do the fight when you wanted him to do the fight.
5 years ago.
Yeah, so now, without doing it 5 years ago, we wouldn't know if this fight would have the energy around it that it has right now.
Okay, why do you think it took so long?
Because it's a tough fight, and there's no real reason for you to take that tough fight until you have to. Strategically, you put it in a place where he's at the climax of his career. This is it.
Wouldn't you agree that Floyd, in the end, had no choice but to fight him because there had been a big asterisk on that 48-0 or whatever it ended up, 49-0, right? You have to fight Manny Pacquiao.
Well, yeah, I think the sport of boxing doesn't like fighters to retire undefeated.
Oh.
Well, without having fought your chief rival of your era, right?
Right, and I think they don't want you to break the records. You know that.
We got Roy Jones Jr. here. So you guys can give it up for the former world champion, Roy Jones Jr. He's still It's fine.
In the house.
Is there anything that you've seen from Floyd that gives you an indication that he could be slower in this fight?
No, I don't think he'll be slower. You know, I moved up to heavyweight. I took all that speed right up there with me. You understand me? Was as powerful as ever, but was fast as ever. So I don't see Floyd having a little bit of a size advantage, or even picking up a few more pounds, maybe size-wise, slowing down at all.
Roy Jones, I know you're not supposed to make a pick, but you're making a strong case for Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Well, my case is that he's a bigger guy. We got to look at the realism of the situation. He's a bigger guy who's tall, who really could take a jab and basically nullify Pacquiao, like he did with Marquez. And this is no joke about it. This is just what the truth is. People like me and George Foreman, we love to fight guys shorter than us, because a short guy don't really have a chance usually, because we neutralize him with a jab.
So is there a better chance of Floyd knocking out Manny than Manny knocking out Floyd?
Yes, it is. That's all I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Floyd has the better chance.
Our guest is Dan Rafael. He's been here for more than a decade. You're ESPN boxing writer, aficionado. You made your pick, Mayweather. Make your case, kind sir.
Listen, first of all, I haven't picked against Floyd since 2001 when he fought Diego Corrales. I thought Diego was going to beat Floyd. He was on an unbelievable knockout streak and just looking incredible. I learned my lesson that night. Floyd Mayweather dropped him 5 times right here at the MGM Grand, and haven't picked against Floyd since. And there's a reason, and it's nothing against Pacquiao. I think Pacquiao is an absolutely tremendous all-time great fighter, a historical figure in the sport, as is Floyd. But I just like Floyd's ring intelligence. I think he does a lot of things at least a little better than Pacquiao in most categories, perhaps except punching power. But I do think that Floyd is a bit of an underrated puncher. He is a finisher when he gets you hurt, but he's so within himself and doesn't need to go for that and leave himself open. He just knows every inch of that ring. And I think the combination of his speed and his defense and his ring intelligence and his desire and his confidence that he's never been beaten and he can't be beaten is going to be enough to have his hand raised. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying he runs through Manny Pacquiao in an easy manner or knocks him out in a first or second round or something like that. I just think he's going to do enough to win 7 rounds and get the knock on the at least 2 judges' scorecards.
From what you know of Floyd, how badly does he want to win this particular fight compared to other fights?
No, this is the one. I mean, he has said, he tries to downplay. He says, at one point he said it's another fight, but there have been other times where he says, I've never wanted to win another fight more than this one. Right. And that's the truth. I mean, you can say that maybe he's doing things for show at other times. And I think both fighters, both trainers, both promoters, if they say anything other than this is the biggest fight of our life and we want to win this more than any other fight we've ever been associated with in the history of our careers with these 2 fighters, they're lying. This is the big one. This is the legacy fight, period. No matter what they think, it's what the public thinks. It's what guys like us think. This is the legacy fight, period.
Jamie Foxx is here. He's shadow boxing with the crowd. They're enjoying themselves. They're having a good time. We have to find out who you are going to pick for the fight.
Oh, that's easy. It's Floyd Mayweather, but I'll tell you why it's Floyd Mayweather. And it doesn't have anything to do with all the emotions that everybody had. I just think that just boxing, no emotions. When you look at what Pacquiao went through, that's hard to come back from, and that's like post-traumatic stress. Because I'm serious. It's like, and think about it. All great fighters have never been knocked out before. That's how you determine how great they are. I've seen Floyd tested. Floyd told me himself, Sugar Shane, he got me. He got me right there. He got me. But you know what happened after the second round? He was able to take that punch, and like I know, there's a lot of boxers that are champs never get tested like that. I think he's been tested, and I think it's going to be a fantastic night, and the after party's going to be crazy.
The fight is officially happening. Because Vegas is here, and we're in Vegas. We'll be right back. In just a few moments, we'll have our final thoughts.
He won't be here.
He will not. But you did a good job. Can you make the pick? Manny or money for the big fight?
We got money made, man. Money made.
You know it. Ryan know what time it is.
Predictable. Oh,
Come on.
God.
No.
Floyd.
There's no doubt about
All
that.
right.
It's okay. Just pile those faces up.
He'll be-
But he's never lost.
I am shocked. Yes.
He
Genius in the house.
I got Manny Pacquiao. Period.
Be smart. Be courageous.
I'm gonna go with Pacquiao.
He's not getting drafted.
Oh, please.
Going with Floyd.
Shocker.
Floyd, he's a winner.
The man is brilliant.
Boy, it's a shock.
It better happen. It better happen. I'm gonna go with Floyd.
Shocking.
The boy is brilliant.
Didn't even hesitate.
Sugar Ray Leonard is here.
He's a technician.
Put it up there, Teddy.
Yeah, we knew it.
He's picking Mayweather. Mayweather will win the fight.
He presents some very unique problems that Floyd hasn't dealt with yet.
He knows that everything is riding on this fight.
Welcome back to First Take, ladies and gentlemen. MGM Grand Pool Complex. The show is just about over. We have had so much fun. We want to thank our special guest, Jamie Foxx, who was amazing, as well as 50 Cent. We wish we could do a 3-hour show today, but we could not. Just a few minutes left. We will do our final takes on the big fight, which is May 2nd. I will make my pick. I'm rooting for the underdog. No surprise here. Team Pacquiao.
Wow.
They're booing me. I will take no bets. I will take no bets. I'm just going with Team Pacquiao. We don't have to be emotional, right? Y'all still love me. I still love y'all, right? I still love you.
How confident are you in your pick?
If I honestly, if someone gave me $1 million and said, who you putting it on, I wouldn't put it on Pacquiao. I'm just rooting for the underdog. I'm not,
so you wouldn't bet a nickel on it?
No, I think if you're going honestly, logically,
Really?
it's Mayweather.
That's not a real strong pick.
No, but I'm still making because I'm rooting for him. I just
So
want the
you're just
underdog.
rooting with your heart.
With
then,
my
right?
heart,
Not with your head.
100%.
But your head is saying Floyd.
My head is not saying Floyd. It's not saying I don't know who's going to win. I'm just rooting for
Oh,
Pacquiao.
okay.
So you're upset that I'm not 100% ready to say
I wanted
seventh
to
round
hear you
conviction.
jump on that bandwagon
nah,
with
I
both
can't.
feet.
I have to be honest. I have to be the in between you two.
Okay.
I'm the middle.
All right. Well, I'll just get right to the end of the limb
Sure.
here. Round 7.
Okay.
Down goes Floyd. Down goes Floyd. Round 7. There will be blood.
Yes.
47 and no. I'm sorry, it's
seconds
not
left.
going to happen.
Stephen A. 30 seconds left.
Floyd Mayweather will drop Manny Pacquiao not once but twice in the 11th round.
Yes.
Manny will get up and try as he does, but Bayless will stop the fight. He will put his arms around Manny Pacquiao and wave it off.
The Legacy Fight, Monday, 10 a.m. Eastern. We'll see you back in Bristol. Thanks for watching.